What is going on, fishing family? We are here at iCAST 2022. I'm still stoked, and I can't really even believe that I'm still standing here in the biggest fishing convention in the world. Of course, we're going to start out taking a look, just walking around and taking a look at all the new products that are coming out, especially the ones I find interesting. What are you laughing at?
Not you, I'm laughing at him.
I'm self-conscious, dude. You can't do that. But anyway, we're going to be walking around the convention, we're going to walk around the convention, looking at all the new products coming out, and I'm going to specifically focus on the ones that I feel is the most interesting, and I think that all of you guys will enjoy as well.
I know, I saw that. Yeah.
So without any further ado, let's get into it.
What's up, guys? Laker Howell here, iCAST 2022. We're sitting here at the YOLO Tech booth. Look, check this out. Look at this awesome banner back here. Look at this though. We got the Power Stick 53. This thing extends 2 levels. Goes in the back where you plug your nav light in at. Just take that out, plug this in. Set the cord here. If you want to keep your camera waterproof all day, got the putty right here. This putty goes around in silicone putty. Comes in the package when you get this thing online. Check them out, guys.
What's up, guys? Nick the Informative Fisherman. You're watching Fishing with Fizz right here. I'm gonna give you a quick instructional with these 2 Savage Gear swim baits. Everybody thinks big swim baits is like some mythical thing. You have to be some freak of nature to go catch them. You have to live in California like I do. No, you don't. I travel all across this country and I catch them all over the place. So your 2 most common big swim baits is your boot tail swim bait or your glide bait. When do you throw a glide bait? When do you throw a big boot tail swim bait? Cold water, clear water, you don't see shallow fish, you don't see white birds, you don't see shallow activity. That's where your boot tail's typically gonna exist. Coming out of the spring, 55-degree water, coming into it before you see shallow life, boot tail's great. Same thing in the fall. Once you see those white birds start to dissipate, that becomes a player again. You see shallow life, this is typically where your glide bait's gonna be the big player. That's the Magnum Shine Glide I'm throwing right there. That is a 9-inch glide bait. Now, if you don't have bait fish that size, you probably have bass that size. Bass are cannibalistic. Match it up according to what you have. Big shad, big carp, big bass, they will eat a bait this size. And remember, people think it has everything to do with clean water. Okay, let me tell you this right now. Let's say you're throwing a worm in dirty water. You've caught them before, right? Of course you have. So why wouldn't they feel something this size in dirty water? Of course they do. The difference is you just don't see them coming. But if you can see them coming, the big glide bait like this is a visual fish finder. Vertical walls paralleling a wall. So let's imagine you're looking down a wall right here and I cast that down that wall. I'm coming down that wall. That's called Spider-Manning. A great technique with a glide bait because it turns towards the wall. It serves as a trap point. A big bass, a big striper, any big predator sees that bait running up into a wall, not paying attention. They love to pin it. Now you can also do that with the paddle tail swim bait like the pulse tail trout, the other one I was throwing right here. The big difference is I'll typically throw this guy over the top of trees, post-spawn in the fall, and draw them out. That lateral movement, a lot of the times it's what's going to trigger them to swing when that water's slightly warmer. If the water's colder, that subtle boot tail action like the pulse tail trout here can often get them to swing. So you're typically looking at the temperament of the bass. When you hear me say, these are ice cream trucks, it's because they're coming down the street. Everyone comes to look at the ice cream truck, but 90% of the people don't buy anything. But everyone goes, hey, look, the ice cream truck. You've been sitting at the dinner table, you say, hey, look, the ice cream truck. Everyone wants to look at the ice cream truck. You see them follow this out, you see right where they turn around. Visual fish finder, you are actually watching those bass come out. You don't even need to catch a big one. You can mark that waypoint, come back with a jig, a jerkbait, a small minnow, a drop shot, and you know where big fish live. And if you do happen to get 2 bites, you got 2 free kickers, you look like a hero, plus you got new waypoints. So if you were not throwing big swim baits, I don't know what you were doing at this point. Thanks for watching, guys.
Hey, it's Vance with Line Cutters at iCAST 2022. Happy to see my boy Fitz here stopping by our booth. We are showing off a bunch of our cutters, but our best seller right now, the new dual hybrid micro scissor. It's got a ceramic patented cutting slot, 2 cutting slots on one end, and then it has the stainless steel scissor end on the other. This is for mono and fluorocarbon, and that's for your braid. And the crazy thing is that cutter will cut, there's 200-pound braid. Just grab that line, pull it through that slot. That's 200-pound test braid, cut perfectly. And if you cut lighter braid, which can be very finicky, a lot of times scissor blades, it'll just fold over. So this is 10-pound Power Pro, and you probably might not be able to see it, but it's cut insanely clean. So these can be worn on a lanyard. I personally kayak and wade fish, or if I'm on the beach, I like wearing it on my hat. And you can put them on retractors. So a lot of captains or first mates on boats will put them on their hip and they'll zing them and let them go. So yeah, these are awesome. They won't cut skin. They cut 100, 200-pound braid, 100-pound mono, and yeah, it's changing the game in the fishing industry.
Hey, my name is Chris Patsillas, and I'm at the 2022 iCAST show here in Orlando, Florida. I'm representing Spiderwire. We got a new, real cool product, Spiderwire DuraBraid. 25% tougher than conventional braids. We've got a new high-vis yellow color, great for folks that can't see as well, like myself, and also fantastic if you're deep water jigging. You can see that subtle strike by the fish, especially with a little wave action. Comes in 8-pound all the way up through 80. 150 yard, 300 yard, 500 yard, and a bulk spool of 3,000. Check us out, Spiderwire DuraBraid here at iCAST.
Hey guys, this is Randy. This is iCAST 2022, and I'm with Black Oak LED. This is our Nitron XD camera. So it's a super sensitive, low light camera, and it'll work good on any boat. Connect it right to your MFD, and you'll be all set for nighttime navigation.
We'll try that. Like I said, don't be nervous. But like I said,
don't be nervous. It makes me nervous. It's like telling a woman to be calm. It makes her mad.
I'm gonna leave that in now. I'm leaving that in.
Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm Dakota Loren from Heart of Exploring. Today, I'm showing you the Johnny boat. It's one of my favorite boats that I do my adventures on and stuff. It's got the engine on the back. I really like this because it gets me upstream. I used to paddle, but I kind of gave up on that because the current was so strong in the Chattahoochee. Up here, got the little trolling pod. If you want to go out on lakes, it's not too good for the river, but if you want to take it out on lakes and stuff, it's super great. It'll get you around. And well, this is the steer controls. This controls this right here.
Okay.
So you can get around, you know, easy going.
All right, well, thank you. Make sure you guys go to feelfree.us as well.
And check out my page, Heart of Exploring.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
I will link it down below.
I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate it.
Okay guys, this next booth that I'm about to take y'all to is actually kind of special, and it touched my heart. I'm gonna have Keaton, who is a co-owner with his father of What the Fin Apparel. Yes, WTF What the Fin Apparel. I'm gonna have him tell the story of how the brand came to be. I hope y'all enjoy it and you're touched by the story, because it definitely was very touching to me, at least. So we're going to cut right now to Keaton in What the Fin Apparel.
What's going on, guys? We're here at iCAST 2022. My name is Keaton Hinsey. I'm one of the co-founders of What the Fin Apparel. We started in 2014. My dad and I came up with the brand. My dad grew up screen printing, owning a screen print shop. He was a graphic artist. I grew up watching him just grind and work to provide for our family, but it became such a grind that he really wasn't living his best life anymore. It kind of sucked the life out of him. My freshman year of college, he told me that he wanted me to take over the brand in the company one day, and honestly, I told him absolutely not. Not the way he was doing it, not the way that it was sucking the life out of him, and he wasn't doing anything fun. He wasn't able to produce graphics that were his own. He was printing other people's stuff, and so we decided to start a brand that was beach related because we're from the upstate of South Carolina, and we just love the beach. And we were like, well, if we can create a brand that's about the beach, then maybe we can go there more than that once a year vacation that everybody, you know, in the middle class is looking for. And so we were sitting around the office one day, throwing out names. Somebody said, what the F? Then somebody said, what the fin? And we were like, bing, that's it. You know, like, and we tell people that God dropped it in our laps because honestly, neither of us remember who said it. And it's been a blessing coming from South Carolina in the Bible Belt, having WTF as your brand logo. It was a challenge at first until people finally started to realize it's not the negative that the world puts on it. It's putting a positive spin on something that's negative. And now we're in our 8th year of business, and we've grown a lot. Actually, my wife was working for my dad before she became my wife. And now it's grown into a business run by a family when it used to be a small business that was truly just family oriented, but now we have a team of 20, 30 plus people who have come behind us to help us grow this thing and take it to the world and spread positivity and good vibes. Our motto is soaking up the good life, and that's what we're here to do through our t-shirts and spread that love. So I'm going to show you some new designs and some new products that we've recently come out with. The first one is going to be the Performance hooded sweatshirt. It's actually Performance fleece. So one of our newest products is a Performance fleece hoodie. It is 100% polyester, but it has water resistant capabilities. It's not waterproof like a rain jacket would be, but it will beat up water in light rain. And everybody's telling us that's worn it that it is an all-day hoodie. Once you put it on, you do not want to take it off. And I feel the same way. For those of you who want to place an order, just go to www.whatthefin.com.
Hey, I'm Mike with Cross Kicks. We're here at 2022 iCAST Fishing Show in Orlando, Florida. I wanted to show you our line. This is the 2.0. These are foam composite EVA shoes. They have anti-slip and anti-mar soles. This one has a 3-tiered strap. All of our shoes have vent and drain holes built in, so all the water is going to leave and they dry really fast. This is the APX with elastic laces. Again, these are foam shoes that are different than others because these are made for active lifestyles. These are designed to jump from a boat to a dock, run down a trail and change direction. Let me show you our newest and third style Tetra. The Tetra line is a game changer. So with all of our water shoes that we've all had for years, the biggest problem is pebbles and debris. That's a pain, right? So you have to take them off, rinse them out. This has a fine mesh fused behind the exoskeleton. That mesh is going to stop rocks, debris, and even most sand. I don't know if you can see it here, but in the cork footbed there's holes built in. Those holes correlate to the drain channels surrounding the shoe. Again, anti-slip, anti-mar. These will retail for $100 and we will be delivering in October. Thank you so much for coming by. Appreciate your time. Take care.
Hey, this is Dean Jackson. I'm here at the Tight Lines UV booth at iCAST. We're in booth number 1115. I have to look down to see what I know. All right, so I'm going to tell you about a little bit of these baits that we've got coming out. All of our baits here are impregnated with UV reflecting dye, so they look like one color to the human eye, but fish can see UV, and all natural bait has UV in them. So when it's in the water and the fish can see it, it totally turns into a different color, kind of pops, they can see it, looks more natural to them. All the natural baits will have that UV. When you see the competitors' baits, they don't. So when they're in the water, these look more natural. This is one of my favorite for the fall coming up, square bill. I love it. Another one that I like here in Florida is one of these flipping rigs. These are new for this year. They're designed a little bit smaller to look like a young crawfish. They have a smaller rattle inside of them, so the rattle sounds more like a young crawfish. We even match the sounds in the baits to the bait that we're targeting. So they're a great one. One of the ones that we throw a lot at Beanville Outdoors is a trick worm. Everybody knows a trick worm. This is their mag trick worm that's coming out now. This has a rattle in it as well. And that tail, even with the rattle in the tail, that tail still floats up off the bottom. So when that bait hits the bottom, that skirt will flare out. It looks like a natural bait landing on that bottom and getting into its defensive posture. And that tail will float up in their face, makes it easier for them to eat. And then again, they all will pop that UV shine in the water too. So fish really like them, they really eat them a lot, and they're a great bait. Try them out.
Well guys, that is a wrap for iCAST 2022. What an overall amazing experience. It's hands down probably one of the greatest times I've had. Definitely one of the most eye-opening experiences I've ever had in this industry. And all I can say is I cannot wait for iCAST 2023. Well guys, thank you so much for watching. Also, please go down below. Make sure you look up everyone that was listed in the video. I want to send a very special thanks out to Laker Howe, Dakota Loren, Nick the Informative Fisherman. It was just, like I said, it was just an amazing overall experience. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. So guys, thank you so much. God bless. We'll see you at the next one.